Hey, it's PhilzGoodMan. Just got back from vacation and I'm very excited because in this video I'm going to be sharing with you guys 10 of my top facts about Krunker. I'll be covering a variety of facts, some of which will make you better at the game. For example, I'll be talking about how WALLBANG damage reduction works. Others are going to be more about interesting Krunker trivia, and a few others are going to be about the Krunker community. This video is sponsored by Krunker.io, so big thanks to Sidney and the rest of the Krunker team for helping to support this channel through sponsoring this video. So let's get started with 10 of the most fascinating facts about Krunker.io. A long time ago in a land far, far away, there were two brothers, Sid and Vince. They loved making games and even battled each other to see who could make the best game in 1 week. They made a ton of games using Game Maker. The goal was always to make the games as fun as possible. At university, Sid decided to pursue his passion in game development, but actually he didn't start in browser games. At the time, it was all about mobile games and he did have a few successful apps. But the App Store and the Google Play Store were both too restrictive, approval processes were too long, and he wasn't making PC games either. Instead, he produced a string of very successful browser-based games, including Mumu.io, Driftin.io, and Vertex.io, which shares some of the very same classes as Krunker like Triggerman, Spray and Pray, and Hunter. And here we are now. This one's for all the weebs out there. There are a variety of Japanese words that can be found in Krunker, but what do they mean? The text over the Japanese flag simply says Kuranka. The AK Mortal skin features the katakana romanizations for the words mortal and reload. The word for reload appropriately appears on the gun's magazine. Next we have the op Super Sport, and on the left hand side is the word for game developers. On the right hand side it simply says Krunker install. The Japanese word for polarization is written on the SMG polymer skin, and right above the trigger is the word for active. Let me know if you know of any more, and also let me know if you know any other foreign languages that are found in Krunker. The maximum damage that you can deal in a single shot is a whopping 370 using the shotgun. You can see that each pellet deals 74 damage, and it's a headshot, point blank range, so that's 370 total damage. This is of course overkill even against the LMG. So if you're using the shotgun, then maybe you want to go for body shots because there's a greater chance that more pellets will hit. Unless you're going for the headshot point bonus, of course. This one comes courtesy of Pipelokillo. I'll include his YouTube channel link in the description. If you multiply your Krunker sensitivity by 6.29, you get your Quake/source sensitivity. But why is this exactly? It relates to something called yaw, which refers to the rotation. Every game has some sort of base minimum of the degrees of rotation that you get when you move the mouse. And then you have sensitivity, which is kind of like an arbitrary value. And what I mean is that game developers can pretty much pick any number scale that they want, and then translate that value in terms of movement in degrees using what Pipelokillo calls a yaw sensitivity multiplier. I would say that Krunker is highly sensitive, so a value of 1 is really fast. So that means the yaw sensitivity multiplier is also quite high. Quake/source is a lot less sensitive. In fact, it turns out that it's 6.29 times less sensitive than Krunker. So divide your source sensitivity by 6.29 to get your Krunker sends, multiply your Krunker sends by 6.29 to get your source sends. This one was also brought to my attention by Pipelokillo, and it's the fact that different guns have different levels of zoom when you're aiming down sights. I'm sure some people know this one already, but I was actually really surprised. The lowest zoom level is the light machine gun, and the highest, of course, is the sniper rifle. But it's one of these things like, how did I not notice this sooner? I did not know that the semi-auto had a 2-time. Here's a chart that Pipelokillo put together. This also provides you with the FOV equivalent when you're scoped in. The zoom values are also available on the Krunker wiki. This is how the range stat works in Krunker, and special thanks to a user with the name XYRRM for this one. So if a weapon has a range of 700, it simply does not work going past 700 units. So how far is this exactly? To put things in perspective, a crate in Krunker is about 12 units. The majority of weapons in the game have a range of 700. The FAMAS has a range of 900. The semi-auto and the sniper have a range of 1000. I thought that the rocket launcher would have unlimited range, but actually it seems like its range is also 700. The funny thing is that it seems like the crossbow has virtually unlimited range. So if you've ever fired your crossbow in the sky, some people say that it's still traveling today. This next one is pretty interesting to me. It's about how wall banging works in Krunker. On Krunker Wiki, you can see that the assault rifle has a pierce value of 1. The sniper rifle has a pierce value of 0.2. So why is that? Why is the pierce value so much lower, even though the sniper rifle is much better at shooting through walls? It's because there's a base amount of wall bang damage reduction, and that's 50% reduction. So assault rifle will do 50% less damage when you shoot through a wall. The sniper rifle has a 0.2 pierce value, so if you take 0.2 and multiply it by 50% damage reduction, 0.5, you get the number 0.1. Another example is the revolver, which has a pierce value of 0.85. Multiply 0.85 by 0.5. You get 0.425, so a 42.5% damage reduction. The best wall bangers in the game are the sniper and the semi-auto with 0.2 pierce. That's followed by the deagle, the alien blaster, and the revolver with 0.85 pierce value. And pretty much every other gun has a pierce value of 1, so 50% damage reduction. The pistol, shotgun, crossbow, rocket, and knife can't pierce at all. What is the very first Krunker video uploaded to YouTube? The beta 0.0.1 release happened on May 20th, 2018, so I'll be searching for videos posted after that. However, I was not able to find any pre-beta footage. Let me know if you know any. Nowadays, it's really hard to find old YouTube videos. You cannot search from oldest to newest, and at some point, search results end. So I had to use Google for the search instead, and I was searching for videos with Krunker in the title. At first, I discovered a lot of videos from June 16th, 2018, so I thought originally that was the oldest. In my search, it was pretty cool. I also noticed some current YouTubers like Jaxi, who started a really long time ago. However, after refining the search a bit more, I found this video posted by Patrick Starr on June 14th called Supreme Krunker 360s. I believe this to be the very first Krunker video posted on YouTube, or at least the first video with Krunker in the title, but let me know if you know any older videos. Now for some facts about Krunker map making, and this one comes courtesy of an amazing Krunker community member who's also a stream moderator and map maker named The Chosen One. It's pretty amazing what you can do in the Krunker map editor, especially for something that can run in a browser. And there's some really large scale creations, but how big can maps be? The answer is that you have 3.5 thousand units to work with. If you're lucky enough to be verified, that number goes up to a whopping 6,000 units. Another fun fact about the map editor is that you can change the type of camera and the perspective that's being used. Not too long ago, the developer Techie highlighted this, but still not a lot of people know about it. He was actually able to make Flappy Bird in Krunker. And you can access these settings using the camera dropdown. This really opens up a ton of possibilities. I mean, someone could even make a top-down isometric version of Krunker. SUBZERO has a secret. The shrine on the map changed with a recent patch. You can see a duck, the letter M, and some candles, as well as this person sitting on a bench. But what does this all mean? Sadly, Sidney's best friend's mother passed away battling cancer, and this shrine is dedicated to her. I think that this is a very thoughtful tribute. Maybe you've also lost a loved one to disease or know someone who's currently battling it. Either way, next time you're slide hopping around SUBZERO, be sure to pay your respects. This has been my list for 10 fascinating facts about Krunker.io. Of course, there's a lot of other interesting stuff about the game, so let me know in the comments below. Something about Krunker is just really fascinating to me. I originally didn't intend to become a YouTuber, but just became engrossed in the game. So I legitimately do really love making these videos, reading your comments, etc. Maybe you knew some of these facts already, maybe others were new to you, but either way, thanks for watching my video. Thanks so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time.